Circumference of circles. So let's start with a definition of circumference. Circumference is the distance around a circle. It's like perimeter. There is a formula for the circumference of a circle. It's pi times the diameter. You can also sometimes see it written as 2 pi r, but remember that 2r, like 2 times the radius, is the diameter. So these are really the same thing. If you only want to remember one, just remember this one. We are going to be using 3.14 as our estimation of pi. If you have a calculator that has a pi button, please don't use it. Everyone's going to use 3.14 so that we all get the same answer. All right, let's start some examples. Number 1 says find the circumference of the circle below. We're going to use our formula. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Pi is 3.14. The diameter of this circle is not 9. 9 is the radius, which is halfway across. The diameter all the way across would be 18. So we're going to do pi times 18. You can use a calculator. I'm going to use a calculator, and our answer is going to be 56.52, and it is centimeters, not squared or cubed, just centimeters. That's the distance around. For our next example, again, our radius here is 21. So our diameter all the way across is 42. And circumference is pi times diameter, so 3.14 times 42. 3.14 times 42 is 131.88, and this one is feet. Alrighty, moving right along, we have find the circumference of this circle, but they gave us the diameter this time instead of the radius, so we already have what we need. We're just going to do 3.14 times 22. And we get 69.08. And this one is miles. All right, this next one looks a little bit different because it is a semicircle, which means half of a circle. Remember, circumference is the distance around. So we have this, which is half of a circumference. And then if we wanted to put a fence around this shape, we'd have to add in this straight line, this 14. So we want to do half of the circumference, and then we want to add 14. If we only did half of the circumference and didn't add the 14, it wouldn't be completely enclosed. We wouldn't find the distance all the way around. So let's do 1/2, or for those of you who love your calculators, 0.5 times pi, which is 3.14, times the diameter, which is given to us, and then we'll add 14 on. So let's do all our multiplying first, following the order of operations. 0.5 times 3.14 times 14 is 21.98, and then I'm going to add 14 to that for my straight part of the shape, and I get 35.98 inches. So far, so good. Now we are going to talk about these last two problems. This one says find the radius of the circle below. So we don't have the radius, but we have the circumference. So let's put our formula down here. Circumference is pi times diameter, and let's fill in what we do know. We do know the circumference given to us. We do know pi because it's always 3.14. We do not know the diameter. Well, that's just a one-step equation. We're good at equations. Since d is being multiplied by 3.14, we'll divide both sides by 3.14. In my calculator, I'm going to put 113.04 and divide that by 3.14, and I get 36. So my diameter is 36. Is that what they wanted? No, they wanted the radius. But if the diameter is 36, the radius is half as much. So it's 18, and it would be kilometers. All right, let's try something similar with the next question. This one they're asking for the diameter, and they give us the circumference. So let's write down the formula that we know and fill in the things they gave us. We know that circumference is 88, and pi is always 3.14, but we don't know the diameter. And just like in the previous problem, if d is being multiplied by 3.14, I am going to divide both sides by 3.14. In my calculator, 88 divided by 3.14 gives me kind of a mess. It is 28.025, and that's rounded off, but that's okay. You're not always going to get perfect, shiny, and new answers in math. Sometimes you'll have decimals or fractions, and there you have it. Thank you for watching.